Well, Enzo, you progress in this competition, but first defeat in the competition. Give us your overriding feelings after that.
Oh, for sure, not happy about the defeat. Probably the result of the first leg, 0-3 there. Probably we tried to manage a little bit the game. The good thing is that we rotate player. We don't have injury. We are in semi-final, but also it's a good thing because we can rotate player for Sunday game. That for us, the 6 Premier League games, they're gonna be all very important for us.
We spoke to your captain, Reece James, who was pretty scathing with his assessment, how disappointing it was, and suggested that perhaps you disrespected the competition for the first time. Would you agree with that? What would you think about his thoughts?
No, I don't think the competition. Probably the first result, 0-3. Probably we were trying to manage a little bit the result that probably is wrong. So I don't think we disrespect the competition, but probably the first result relax a little bit. And as I said, we try to manage the result, rotate player, no injury. That for us, for the final part, is very important because during the season we had some injury in important moment, so we want to avoid that.
Give us your thoughts on the 2 goals you conceded tonight.
Yeah, the second goal is from set pieces, from corner. The first one, I think again, the first 5-10 minutes we had 2 clear chances, and then the first one that they were there, we conceded the penalty. So yeah, both like this.
Cucurella scoring again. In fact, you have a left-back as your leading goal scorer this calendar year. I suppose highlights the forwards not on the score sheet. How much pressure is on them and to get on the score sheet, and especially with what's at stake?
Yeah, if Cucu is the one that is scoring goal for us, that does sound good. It's not good because we need a striker, we need offensive player that they need to score goals. But for sure, Marc is helping us.
Is that a worry, though, for you, that your forwards aren't getting on the score sheet enough this season?
No, yeah, for sure. At this stage of the season, you need all the offensive player scoring goal. In this moment, Nico is back from long injury. Slowly is doing better. Cole is in this moment, but for sure, both they're gonna help us.
A couple of days now before Derby game at the weekend, what will the focus be between now and then?
Absolutely. As I said, we could rotate player. That is important for us. We don't have any injury, so we can prepare the Sunday game in the right way. And a win for us means a lot in this moment. So hopefully we can get the 3 points.
Reece, you go through to the semi-finals, but defeat on the night in a game you were expected to win comfortably. What is the feeling in the dressing room after that?
Probably what you expect, disappointment. As you said, it was a game we should have won. And something we failed to do tonight, but as you mentioned, we qualified. You know, we advanced in the competition to the semi-final, but no, it was a poor performance from the team today.
What did you put it down to?
It's hard to put it down to one thing. You know, I think we had a 3-0 lead. Maybe that played, you know, a part in taking our foot off the gas, but we have no excuses.
You reiterated how important it was to stay focused right from the word go. How different were Legia tonight?
No, I think the game was always going to be different. It was the second leg away from home. They have nothing to lose, and they showed that tonight. They, you know, they made it tough for us, and you know, we didn't step up.
We've heard the manager saying he's seen proof of progress in this team and what you're doing. What are you seeing in games? What are you seeing in training that gives you the belief that Chelsea can achieve their goals this season?
No, for sure. We are making progress. Today, that was for sure not progress. You know, if anything, a step back. And yeah, maybe we, you know, disrespected the competition today. But this is football for you, and if you don't prepare right, you know, you'll pay.
How do you make sure that this doesn't upset the mindset going forward then?
No, of course it's going to have an effect on, you know, the mindset going forward. It's going to be in the back of people's heads that, you know, we lost when we shouldn't have lost. But we need to, you know, put it behind us. We have another game on Sunday that is a must-win game. So we can't dwell on this too long. You know, we need to regroup, stay strong, and you know, keep pushing for our goals.
We heard a few boos again at the final whistle there. What would your message be to the fans?
I understand the frustration, to be honest. You know, I understand fans come to games to see excitement, to see goals. Yeah, today we were frustrating to watch. But no, we will remain focused, and you know, we still stick together, and you know, look forward to achieving what we want together.
Marc, a surprise defeat this evening, but you are into the semi-finals. Is there a feeling of relief that you were able to go through over the two legs?
Yeah, I think the most important thing is we are in the semi-finals and we fight to play one European competition, the finals. So this is a good point. And then for sure we want to win all the games. I think today we have a bit of the same way that the last game. We create chances, we don't score, then we concede easy goals. But we are in the most important moment of the season. So we need to stay together. We need to keep going, work hard, because I think on Sunday we have an important game, so we need to fight for the 3 points.
We expected Legia to come out fighting this evening. What were your thoughts after they scored that second goal?
Well, I think we concede 2 easy goals again, but we cannot speak about this. We cannot put excuses. I think we are Chelsea and we want to win all the games, but now we work hard all the season, so now we need to stay together. We know we have more games to play. We can finish in Champions League position, and then we can play a European competition. So I think this is the most important thing. Now is not time to complain. For sure, it's not a good night for us, but the most important thing is we have the opportunity to play a semi-finals.
6 goals for you now. It was almost 7. You'll be disappointed to see that one chalked off.
Yeah. Well, I try to help the team in the way that I can. This season I have the opportunity to score goals, so I'm happy for this. But the same that we say, I think I prefer win the games than score goals. But yeah, the most important thing is now for the good thing is, like, in 3 days we play another game, so I think this is a good thing. We need to win these 3 points because we want to play next season champions.
It's your best return for a season. I know we've spoken about it before, but was that an area of your game that you wanted to improve?
Yeah, sure. I think in my last years I don't stay and don't have good stats, but this year I can improve this, so I'm very happy. The most important thing is that with the goals I can help the team, so I think I'm happy on this. We need to improving, and especially in the small details, but I think we are ready. We want to fight for big things, and now is the most important part of the season. It's like last effort, and we try to give everything.
Look, you are into the semi-finals. Can you start to talk about winning this competition now?
Yeah, well, I think since the beginning, when we start this competition, our objective is win this trophy. I think we are more closer. We have 2 more games to play to reach the final, so we are really happy. Now we need to think about Premier League, but then we have a lot of confidence, and we want to win the trophy and bring here to the fans.
Well, Gonzalo, you said you had belief in your team and you're the first to beat Chelsea in this competition. Just what does that mean to you and your players?
Yeah, happy for that. It's a huge achievement. Proud of the team. I would be anyway, to be honest, because it's a beautiful journey in Europe. You know, we are ambitious people, and always in the back of our minds, maybe if that game home would be a little bit, maybe it could be in the semi-finals. Is that thinking somewhere there? But big respect for our opponents. It's an amazing team, and I think they have the biggest chances to win in this competition. So for us to be the first team beat Chelsea in Europe, especially in this historical stage, like I said before the game, yeah, it's something we need to bring with us. And I said to the boys that I want this to be a lesson for them, that there is no impossible things, and I want them to believe in this for their careers.
Yeah. Ultimately, the journey ends here, but you said you wanted to give a good account of yourselves. What pleased you the most this evening?
I think we look Chelsea in the eyes. I think the game plan realization was good, was brave. the effort, the team put, we just were not happy enough to just sit back and wait what is going to happen. Was the plan in the first game was also not that, but we were not good enough on and off the ball to push them out to have the ball. Today I think we show much more personality, and this is what makes me the most happy, because in the end of the first game, talking to one of your colleagues, I said, my team is able to play better. These guys have more football to show, and I think they did today. They did show, and very happy for them individually, for us as a team, for their families that for sure were suffering, some of them here, some of them home, and for our fans that I think it's a hard season for us, to be honest, long one. Not always we are happy with the outcome that we are having result-wise from this season, and this I think is a good gift for everybody that have this club in their hearts.